Welcome to Players Play Podcast. Please like, comment, and subscribe. No playing around. I'm your host, Tashai. I'm here with my co-host,
Cass,
and my two guests,
Mara,
Saku.
Okay, so I just want to let the people know the little clip that we posted, the one with what was it? We're gonna get into the question. I think it was, should you put your wife before your child? Mm-hmm. So it went kind of crazy or whatever on the Real Toronto News. They reposted it and whatnot, and basically it was a lawyer who was on the podcast who was saying that, and basically it went to her associates. The post was going crazy. People were blowing up her phones, so we can't post that video, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to bring back some of the topics and get back into it. But yeah, that video was good. I'm mad that it's not gonna get posted, but
right.
So what happened exactly? Explain to them.
So what happened? So basically, we were just talking about, like, I guess we were talking about if you should put a woman before your child. I don't know. She kind of switched it to that. She's like, actually, you should put your woman before your child, or your
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what you should put your wife before your child.
Yeah, your wife before your child.
Yeah.
And basically, they were just, she just said that bold. But she's a lawyer though. But I didn't think nothing of it. I was like, okay, like she just said her opinion. Like she never said nothing with the company, nothing. But she said the company can't be mentioned and her name can't even be mentioned, kind of thing. Okay. But I could have took it out, but she wasn't. She was kind of nervous.
She probably sat on it, thought about it. And was like, okay, I'm bugging.
Yeah,
shit, you know.
Yeah. But like the thing is, she liked the post. Like when it went on the Real Toronto News, she liked the post.
They tagged her?
No, I just posted it on my personal, and she saw it. And she's like, I love this. I was like, oh, I thought we were good. Okay. 2-3 hours later, she's like, call me ASAP. I'm like, oh, okay. I call her. She's like, yeah, I have bad news. Like I got to my associates and like the bosses and all that, and basically I just couldn't post it. She's like, yeah, please, if you don't mind not to post it, type thing.
So you took it down?
Well, it was supposed to be posted this Friday. Yeah. I just edited the video and everything, and I just couldn't. Now I can't post it. So the people are probably gonna be mad. But I posted 2 clips from it. We'll get into it though. But yeah, so let me just break the ice with this, because I asked this on my story the other day. If you had 10 million, if someone bought you a lottery ticket and you won $10 million, how much would you give them? Okay. And don't lie, because some people were saying like they would give them the money of the lottery ticket.
Nah,
like,
that's cold. That's so rude.
All right. So I'm just trying to. Like,
10 mil?
10 million.
At least $1 million. But like taxes and shit though.
How much was it ticket?
What? You're don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
He's giving back whatever the ticket was worth.
He's all the data, I'm trying to get all the pinpoints and everything.
We're gonna get into
but you just got 10 mil.
10 mil.
Nowhere.
But you can get 10 mil off a $4 ticket. Like someone looks like it's go for $4, like a Lotto Max is they come for like with Encore it comes for like $5.
Yeah, nah, facts.
$5-6.
Like, how much are you giving?
10 mil?
Yeah.
You guys go first. I'm gonna let y'all go.
Like, okay, first of all, 10 mil, you're getting taxed a lot.
Facts.
I don't know if there's tax. Wait, out here, is there taxes?
They're not gonna. No one's
sure?
giving you.
Wait, hold on. Someone messaged
fact
me.
check it, but
we're gonna fact check this.
Yeah,
we're gonna fact check
I was seeing
at
those
least,
responses that people were saying like after taxes and
wait,
stuff.
they said that there's taxes.
Yeah, like someone
because
responded.
you're not actually gonna get like 10 million.
Yeah.
You get like I don't know.
I don't know the breakdown.
Like,
I don't. I
at
heard
least
that.
you gotta give them at least like 500K. That's not even
500K?
denting. You get say no taxes, nothing.
Yeah.
You're getting 10 mil out of nothing. Like you don't have to work. You're set for your life. If you don't have kids, nothing, you're fine.
That's
you
facts.
can't give someone 500K for blessing you with 10 mil.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how come people like? How is that even like?
You
how are we even thinking about this?
left.
Yeah, you have to. It's just about what amount are you gonna give them, right?
So what amount would you give?
So 500K.
Yeah, 500.
Yeah, 500K.
No, I'm not gonna.
It says in Canada. It says in Canada most lottery winnings are tax free. However, the income generated from the winnings, it's taxed. What?
So
I don't know.
Income tax is like 30%. So let's say they end up with 7 mil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Still blessing you with 500K.
500?
That's still
500K is a lot of money. That could set you.
That is a lot of money.
That's retirement money. 401K.
For someone for doing a nice gesture for
like
you to
imagine
win
you
that
wouldn't
much.
buy 10 mil if that person didn't give you that
ticket.
ticket.
How much?
Okay, how much?
So wait. If you get the 10 million, then it counts as income, like your income for the year,
so.
and then you get taxed on that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I guess.
Let's just say, just theoretically, we got 7 mil left, right? Because that makes sense.
Yeah.
Tax.
Yeah.
500K is a lot of money.
What do you give it? $30?
Still.
250K, that could set you a long time, you know. So
250K.
You know, it sounds like a good number.
But you think they would be
buy a house for that?
You think they'll be cool with that? Like if I bought somebody a lottery
What if it was
ticket,
like your best friend, like your best, or like your mom?
Like, I think it depends on the relationship with.
Does that depend? Does that matter?
Yeah. If it's my mom, she's getting half.
Okay.
If my mom's getting me, she's getting.
What if it's your best friend?
500K.
Okay. Your best friend.
So what if it was like so if it was a stranger, you would just
stranger like 100K.
Like I used to work in a retail place, and sometimes like the customers would give me like a ticket.
Wait, they'll give you a free lottery ticket?
They would give me a free lottery ticket, yeah.
Oh, that's
so
a
imagine
thing?
if I won off of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then it's also like if you're gonna give that to someone, you have to like know in your mind, like that person.
But no one ever thinks
you
about
nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's not an expectation.
Like, you could have went and
type
cashed
thing.
it in,
right?
But
And you might not even know I won.
But like no one wins.
Exactly.
No one wins a lotto though. I feel like they're probably not thinking you're gonna win the lotto. As soon as you win, all emotions are changing.
For sure, they're coming back.
Yeah, they're coming back. They're definitely coming
Especially
back.
if you're on the news. That's the worst.
Yeah,
I want no publicity.
Yeah.
You're not allowed.
I'm ducking.
You're not allowed.
You have to be. You have to like have your
Wait,
thing
why?
on it.
Wait, why?
I don't think you can be anonymous.
You can't be anonymous anymore because that one. Don't quote me.
Yeah.
It's the worst way in the might be cool, but whatever. There's that one case that happened a few years ago where like this guy like said like just like false. Everything was false, and he like gave a fake name, fake everything, fake age, everything. And he, like they came from him and was like, you can't just be doing that because it's government. Like it's government owed technically. You know what I mean? So
did they take the money back or anything?
I don't
Probably.
I think
Nah,
it was
that'd
some,
be
like,
crazy. Imagine losing the
and
money.
he won something crazy like 50
mil.
Yeah, like it was insane.
Yeah, that'd be crazy, man.
I did hear that too. I didn't hear that story, but I did hear like if you win, you have to go
Yeah,
public.
like,
Like, you can't be an anonymous.
I heard about that too. I heard the public thing is very serious. Like,
But isn't that kind of endangering the winner?
that's what I'm saying. Like, everyone's gonna.
50 M.
Yeah.
That's a lick.
But by
you
the
gotta
time that
move
actually
away.
gets through, like it's not gonna be like tomorrow. It'll be like months from now.
Yeah.
So what are you saying? Like you're just leaving the country type shit?
Absolutely.
I'm not leaving the country. I would stay here. I would try to make it work. I'll try to make it work with my people. I'm gonna take care of the people. I'm gonna feed the
Yeah,
neighborhood.
Well, think about it this way, right? So you're from your hometown. You win 50 M's. 50 M's is not the type of money where it's like it's a noticeable change. Lifestyle starts changing. You know, your friends are around you. They start changing on you type shit. So it's like you gotta watch out for like envy, jealousy, and all that shit.
You do.
So it's like. Yeah, and you don't want to deal with headaches because all of a sudden you got cousins you didn't even know you had calling you, asking you for a meal.
But like, I feel like if somebody has like a good idea, like I would invest into them.
Because 50 M's is a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta help people. You know, it's all about what you do with the money and stuff. And I feel like I would try to start some programs. Like I do a lot. I love giving away and stuff. I do a lot.
Sure.
I do a lot. I
mean,
will move away for sure. I like Canada.
You like Canada?
Yeah, I like free health care. The weather doesn't
I'm
bother
leaving.
me too. You're
like-
leaving? Where
I'll probably
why
come back,
Yeah, you're
but
definitely leaving.
you know I'm gone.
Yeah, you're out. You're out. You ain't
I'm
staying.
out, but I'll come back.
Nah, you
But
won't.
I don't know. You're right.
But yeah, nah, that's crazy. You look like you're plotting about what you would do. with the
I don't
money.
really feel like he's giving a definite number yet of how much you would give.
Yeah, you still haven't given a number.
250,000.
250,000.
Out of 10 mil?
What if it's your-
Even if it was your mom?
Like your mom.
So
Oh, you got
I'll
the
get
best
half.
mom.
She'll get half.
Okay.
Half
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, like that's
Right?
that's
And
your
friend,
mom's.
like what if it's like your best
Like
friend?
a best friend?
Yeah.
500K?
Mm-hmm.
It just, like, after a certain point, to be honest, it's just about what you do with your money. Because it's like 500K can set you for life. It really
Facts.
could
It
if
could,
you're smart,
if you're smart about it.
Investing it,
You know?
Yeah,
Like, they
facts.
say that after 80,000 a year,
Mm-hmm.
they did they did a study where they checked the correlation between your happiness and your income level.
Mm-hmm.
And after 80,000, there's not much of a change.
Really?
So imagine that. 80 bands is like what? 5 bands a month? Like you can do what you can do with that. And it's like 10 mil.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to spend that?
Wait, they said from like once you make 80,000, there's not
80,000.
much change in your mood.
On average.
I don't
happiness
believe
level.
that. I don't believe that.
You
I
know?
feel like a lot of people
Yeah,
make
I think that's
80,000 and
bullshit.
I'm pretty sure they'll be a lot happier with like a mil.
The mil. So
Yeah.
this is the thing. I think if you're smart with your money, 80 bands a year should be able to take care of your necessities. So car, house. I guess that's what they're saying.
Okay, that makes
After-
sense. I
'cause
guess. But in this economy, I mean, 80,000 with
If
a-
you're in debt,
with-
then I don't know.
but like even like with a family, like
Or with a family,
That's not.
that's a whole other debate or a conversation. You know, I don't know. That
there's
could
more
get
to
sticky.
it for sure. There's more to the study,
Yeah.
but that was the basic kind of like correlation, and it makes sense, right?
Yeah,
'Cause,
yeah,
like,
yeah. That I get.
you know?
Maybe like 120 though, or like 140.
Yeah, like to be honest, like I've been through that. Like I'm making a bit more than 80K. I've been through the 80K. It's like you know, as soon as I got my car, like I got a place, like
didn't really.
What
feel
else
much?
changes?
Yeah,
you know, the only thing that changes is how much you can give away. You know, because it's like from there, it's like you can now bless your siblings, your parents after that 80K point. If you're smart with your money and you're single and you're, you know.
Yeah. Nah, facts. Okay. Well, everyone gave their little answers, but all right. So my next question for you guys is saying you're done in a relationship normal when you don't mean it?
I feel like it's been normalized, but it's not normal at all.
It's not normal?
Like, I'm done with you.
I think
like,
it's
I'm not
kind
done
of...
with you, like, come back, but like, be done with, like, give me like 30 seconds and like, let me come back.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of normal. I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, everyone gets to that point where they feel like they're done. Or maybe they even just say it just because their partner starts doing things and taking the relationship more serious. You know, it's kind of like I'm done to see, like you're testing them in a sense.
I think,
you know,
you're crossing a line still.
You think so?
I think those two words can mean a lot. And it's like, you have to know how to control like what you say. Because it's like, now it's like, you're done over this. In the future, we might run into more problems. What else are you going to be done over?
That's true. That's true. I feel like it adds up after a while too. Like once you start saying you're done all the time.
You know?
Yeah, it could get bad. It could get bad. But like, I feel like you gotta say you're done at least a couple times just to test the waters.
No, you actually.
Just to test the waters.
I agree.
You know,
why to see if they're actually gonna leave?
And to see how they move.
How much they can take. Like,
oh,
I'm not trying to be with someone who's just gonna leave like off of like nothing. So like, if I say I'm done with you, like I need you to fight for me, or else like I know that this ain't shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just like fucked up. But, like,
I don't, because wouldn't you only be telling someone like, oh, I'm done with you because of something they did wrong? Or was it because of yourself?
No. Like if they did something wrong, then I would say I'm done based on like how bad I think it is in the moment.
Like obviously, like if you're cheating on me, like no.
Yeah.
But if like you're doing something just like petty and annoying, like I'm done with you, and then you want to like talk and fix it, that's different.
Yeah.
Like if you're like fully like clapping someone else, no.
I also feel like when you say you're done, certain things gets said. Sometimes, like you know when you're in a relationship and you no, me, I'm talking. Yes. I mean, shit. You know when you're in a relationship and like you guys are done, and all the things that person couldn't say or didn't want to say starts coming out.
You
know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, right?
So there's like line.
It's a little,
everything gets said out of anger.
That's what I'm saying. Like something, they'll be like, your socks you was wearing mismatched socks.
I don't care.
They start talking shit. Like the little petty things start getting brought up. So sometimes you gotta test the waters. You know, say you done just to see what's to it.
I think as a guy, there's a different way to test the waters, right? Because, and not even just as a guy, right? Just in a relationship. If you're trying to see long term, you're serious about this person, like you're gonna go through a lot of rocky times, worse than what we go through like at this age. If you're trying to like, you know,
yeah.
So it's like you're done, like I'm done. That's crazy. Like the problems didn't even start yet.
Yeah.
Your little honeymoon,
like,
right?
Like I mean, like yeah, it should take like you should be together for a while. I would say shouldn't just be saying you're done. Like
how long would you test it? What's that?
A year.
You just try it out. How would you do it?
How would I do it? It's a good question.
A year? I'm like 4 months, 5 months. I'll test the water, see what you are.
4 or 5 months? You're testing the water?
I'm not going to give you a year of my time. Like
a year's a long time.
That's a long time.
I know. Actually, that's true. That's true. That's true.
If like I've given you 6 months.
But when I said a year, I meant like 3 months, including the talking stage. 3 to 6 months, including the talking stage, and then 6 months in the relationship, and then test the
even
waters.
then, like 6 months.
Because even
in
from
my
the
life,
talking
like,
stage, it's
to
like
you,
I don't even want to make it past here.
Yeah,
like I might try you now.
But wait, you're gonna try?
Exactly.
You're gonna say you're done 4 months of being with them?
I might.
Yeah.
Just before we get to the serious.
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
It's no time. I feel like I'm on that. Like before, but now that I'm older, like I don't have no more time to waste. Like I feel like I've wasted too much time, and we're getting older. Like it's like nah.
I agree. Okay, so I was just about to post this on my story. How long is the talking stage? And how long until you feel you actually know the person or you're ready?
I feel like you never really know the person.
It's scary. Especially these days.
I think there's some truth in that. I think there's always layers to them.
Isn't there that thing that like guys know within like days of meeting a girl?
Like 39 days or something?
Yeah, or like if they're
No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Nah.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's bullshit. I'm gonna tell you why I think it's bullshit.
Okay.
I have a theory on guys as well. I feel like a lot of men get with girls they don't like. Is that
on purpose?
No, not on purpose. Like, I feel like guys settle. I feel like guys don't truly find someone they really, really want, and like they don't take the time to really pay attention to what they really, really want. And I think they kind of settle, and they have like usually backup and different situations, so they never have to like fully be invested with the one person.
For sure. I think some guys, I think
a lot of guys, yeah.
I think some guys want the comfortability. To be honest, how like it sounds fucked up, but want the comfortability to just have someone there.
I agree.
It depends on how mature you are too, right? Because you know, you're a teen and whatever, like you know, you have girls around. It's like that's just. It depends on who you are. You know? It's a risky topic. I can't rely.
No, for sure.
I don't agree.
You don't. Wait,
no.
You think guys don't get with girls that they're not really, really into?
No, I feel like guys are the ones that are able to like really be the ones like choose like, yeah, this is the girl I want, this is the girl I'm gonna wife.
Nah, I don't think
I feel like they do less settling. I feel like women settle a lot more than men do, because you guys are the ones pursuing, and then like you guys could really do, because you guys know what you have to do to really lock down a girl. So it's like if you really put that forward
guys can't get the girl they usually want.
That's I mean that's true, but it's like
that's a fact.
That's true. That could be true, definitely. But I feel like there's still another side of like, you know, if you're in your, I don't want to say like you're in your bracket, but like if you're like being like, okay, maybe of course maybe the girl you want is like Instagram famous, you know, fattest ass, your biggest breast. Okay, that's a bit unrealistic.
But that's what we want.
It's a bit. But let's be on Earth, you know. Let's not be in a
that's
fantasy.
really what we want.
Okay, but we want like
man,
Idris Elba.
Do not lower your standards. Listen, you gotta tighten up in these streets.
You would actually
lower
want
them.
like the IG famous big ass.
Ass is now a requirement on my application.
Okay, but like the very known, verified, like hella followers.
No, it doesn't have to be that. I just feel like
looks for real. You know, it's the aesthetic.
There's a lot of pretty girls though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pretty girls. Especially in Toronto, I'm telling you. There's a lot of pretty girls. So check right there. All right. So, okay, we're moving on. So you're not going to get every girl with the fattest ass. And the biggest breast.
Ass is now a requirement, all right? It's on the list.
And that's the now.
2022, I'm manifesting.
And girls are getting, they're getting their bodies done. Okay, so you guys have that too.
I'm going to save this for the City Boys episode, because I got a lot to tell the City Boys. But yo, ass is a requirement, all right? That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I think guys do settle. And I feel like when guys really, really want somebody, they don't just, it's harder to cheat, I would say. I think so, personally.
Like they won't cheat.
No, they'll probably cheat, but it's harder to cheat. No, I'm just saying it's harder to cheat. I feel like if they really have someone they really like, they really want, it's harder for them to cheat.
Oh, that's facts.
That's what I think.
It's like if the guy is getting everything he wants from the girl, there's no reason for him to cheat.
Exactly.
But you still do.
Exactly.
I know. That's why I said they still will. But it's like
no. Honestly,
you guys are never pleased. Men never satisfied.
Men aren't, but women are never pleased though. Let's just be honest.
That's a fact.
A man can be hardworking, putting in work, actually making money at a certain time and point, but even like then there's like, oh, you're not spending enough time with me. There's always reasons for you guys not to feel fully happy with your man. And I think that women literally have to like find something else to be upset about for the relationship to be interesting, I guess. What do you guys agree? You guys are laughing. I think they agree.
Guys, like
they know.
Women
they know.
They know. Women do a lot of like unseen shit in relationships. Like
it's facts.
And it goes like if you're living with a person, majority of the time, they clean, they cook, they tidy, they do laundry, they make your bed in the morning, they make sure you have toothbrush on your fucking toothpaste, they make sure your shower is fucking good.
If kids are involved,
the kids are involved. Who's getting up? Majority of the time, the mom is getting up, setting up their lunch, packing their bags, giving the kids to school, everything.
That is true.
And the guy, essentially, all you need to do is wake up and go to work.
So if you
are a type of person who isn't fully involved, absolutely. So there's just a lot of like little things that like women do for like the caring sense of like we're caring, nurturing people. Yeah, it's just what it is.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
I think this might be a good topic. So, would you rather have a man that is broke?
We talked about this.
Oh yeah,
we spends all his time with you.
Yeah, we have. That's a good question.
On another episode, or
no, we're good.
I can ask you.
Yeah.
So would you rather have a man that is broke but spends as much time as possible with you, or have a man that can provide everything you want, he can get you, but he's away like 12 months out of the year type shit. You basically never you see him like a month out of the year type shit.
That's a very good
question. But it's like
question.
you have kids and he's able to do everything you need, provide for you, your family.
No,
absolutely not.
I'd take a less Fortunately.
No, I'm talking broke. I'm
not broke. I'm not broke myself.
Right?
And if I love you and have kids with you, then like I'll provide.
You'll provide.
But that's
Wait,
just
you'll
like
provide?
me. Yeah. If you are showing up and you're caring for my children, I'll provide.
So
If you're MIA and you're not involved in my kid's life, absolutely not. The second you make the choice, I don't care how much money you're pulling in. Don't care how much.
But
I'll provide.
But I don't want to mention the high value men.
Don't look at me.
High value men, they tend to actually be away, I would say, or like more busy, right?
But only available one time of the month.
Yeah, like
No, that circumstance was
it's a little
very
different.
extreme.
Very extreme.
That was very
I'm
extreme. But
saying,
I get what
like,
he
a
I get what he
businessman-
was saying though.
To be honest with you, I've been with a high value man and I've been with a guy that was on his own little come up, didn't have that much money, and I'll take the come up every single time.
Is you
'Cause
down
the
for the
high
come up?
Come
I
up.
fuck with
Value.
that.
I'm not being thinking. The high value man is distracted all the time. Don't care if he's athlete, businessman, whatever it is. He's distracted.
True.
Good for him, but like I don't need that. I'm not saying I need your full attention 24/7, but I need you to be involved in my life where like you know how my days went. You know like we're grinding together. I'd rather be grinding together than just like, hey, here's 12K. Feed
Yeah.
the kids. I'm good, thanks.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Are you a submissive woman? Just
This
asking.
is a
Do I
great
seem
question.
like a submissive woman?
No.
Well.
Fair enough. Moving
Don't
on.
look at me. You already know. Don't ask me.
But what does submissive mean, though? I don't want to get it from you, girl.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
What
yeah.
does
The
it
women will
mean
have
to
to
you
go
being
on this
submissive?
one.
You go first, girl.
You want me to go first?
You got it.
When you say like submissive to me is like the prissy little homebody wife that's just gonna do everything for you and let little things go. I'll check you. I'll check you all the time. If you're involved in my life, like you need to be, not saying you need to be at par with me, but you need to at least be like understanding of where I am and where you are. So like absolutely not. I'm not gonna let little things go. I'll be on your ass more than probably necessary, but like absolutely not.
But it's the way you
Okay.
say things, though. Like, how is your approach? Is it
It's
hard-
respectful.
Is it always respectful?
Yeah,
Okay,
respectful
well,
until it needs to not be.
Yeah, until it needs. Yeah, that
Yeah.
depends what I'm checking you about.
Yeah, absolutely. If
Okay.
you fuck up, I'll be like, yo, what is this? You want to talk about it? Can you have time to talk about it right now? Sick. Don't? Okay. You know what? Don't talk to me for a little bit. Give me some time. We'll fix it after.
Okay.
Not
Fair
gonna just
enough.
come through your throat
Fair
like
enough.
all the time.
Fair enough. Okay. Okay.
How
well,
about you?
Yeah. She got a duck the question there.
So what is submission to me?
Yes.
I will definitely say it has changed. What I used to think like submission was like literally like jump when he says jump. Like I used to think that. And I really do believe in this day and age that is what the men that a lot of the men that are like saying like I want a submissive girl, that's what they're looking for. Like women to just jump when they say jump, do exactly what I say, how I say to do it. Like that's what I think. But I feel like there are still the men who really like do understand the like you know the real form of like having a woman submit to you, which is like you know creating a safe environment for her, like you know being a protector, provider, not being more like I'm providing for you just so I can say that I do it, more to like doing it because you know like as a
you
man
wanna
you really
do it.
believe like you know
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
what
yeah.
you should be doing type thing,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you know
guiding you in the right direction.
exactly. You don't trying to pull me up, not trying to pull me down like I have more money than you, so you have to listen to me more like I have money, you should like let's do this together type thing.
Are you submissive?
No, I would say no because I don't feel like I found the right man to be submissive to, so I would say no. I don't feel like
No, that's fair.
That's fair. Valid.
Yeah.
Very valid. Okay. Well then, let's just talk about
I make my own money.
period.
So
But yeah, let's talk about the last episode I couldn't air. Basically, I asked, like I was saying in the beginning, should you put your wife before your kid?
No.
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 Your kids. are your
All
kids,
no's? Oh, I wanted to argue.
That's like the question of like your mom,
yeah,
your wife, and your mom or your wife are drowning. Who are you picking?
yeah.
was
Yeah,
your mom
we're
or your
all on the
wife?
same
Johnny?
page.
Or your wife?
Who do you pick though with that? That's hard.
I hope the wife would be like would care for her. Wait, it's wife or kid? I
Wife.
Wife.
I hope the wife would care for her kid enough
Yeah.
to be like, okay, I'm a, you know.
Yeah.
Like-
But I will say, I was talking to somebody in my DM today, and they were saying that in the like the beginning of having your child, it should be the child that's the priority. But after the child leaves the nest, then obviously like you guys would make your wife the main priority.
Like
What
after a certain
age?
age, yeah.
Yeah, or like I don't know. like
But
18?
18 because they
Yeah.
become legal.
Yeah, I
a lot
guess.
of people are
No.
still living
Like
home.
if your kid's
If I
now
had to pick
18, you're not gonna put your
Nah,
husband first.
That's my kid. Like I love my husband, but like that's like my baby.
but like your kid's gonna be gone, they're gonna be out the house. It's not gonna be time for you and your husband to reconnect, do the little things you guys used to do before you guys had the child. Yeah.
I don't know.
So.
Like, that's my kid.
Right.
So you just stick it to that?
That's my kid.
At 9 months? You're crazy.
But then
push it out my
It's a different type of attachment.
No way. Nothing is coming between this. I just put this out of my vagina. No.
From what I understand, though, they were saying that it's more healthier that way to put the woman first. And they also made an example. It was what was the example? It was basically, let's say your woman's tired from taking care of the child, kind of like what you were alluding to before, where the woman does a lot more typically. There's going to be times where you're going to have to, let your wife take a break, and you'll have to take care of the child. Technically, isn't that you putting your significant other first? Because you're thinking about, them over the child, in a sense. That's kind of what they were telling me in the DMs. Like, I was going back and forth.
But I would say it's like circumstantial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just like one situation, one moment.
Like one moment when you prioritize them first. That's what I said. I wanted them to be here so we can go back and forth.
Prioritizing your kid over your wife doesn't mean like you automatically forget about your wife. Like, that's not what that means.
It's just that one moment where you say, all right, she needs a break, let me step in. But ultimately, the child's still the main priority.
Yeah.
That's
and you
what
can
I
still
think
make
too.
your wife a
I
priority
think that
too.
Yeah.
Like, you can still make her a priority.
Just second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll just be second.
Yeah. People in the comments, you guys explain to me what you meant. I tried to stick up for you guys, keep a well-rounded conversation, but we're going to keep it moving. All right, so this is the one where I probably think would have been touchy if we released it, since she was a lawyer and all. But we basically asked, is subscribing to a woman's OnlyFans the same thing as paying for sex? Like, how do you guys feel about that? I think it is, because you're paying for a subscription to sexual acts, and you're probably beating your meat or whatever. You're basically paying for a form of a sexual act. I think it's basically paying for sex ultimately.
It is,
and it's just cheaper and all, with the subscription rates.
I don't think as much.
Because a lot of them have discounts.
$4.
Some of these OnlyFans girls is like 6 months for $29.99. I'm like, that's a pretty good deal.
Don't even.
But I wouldn't do it though. I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying it seemed like a good deal. But yeah, it's damn near paying for sex if you ask me. You guys.
It is.
Yeah, you guys are agreeing.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, it's you're too close to the person at that point. You subscribe to see content that they post privately for you. Mm-hmm. It's like, at that point, like, what are you doing?
So is buying a woman like an expensive bag with hopes to have sex with her the same thing as well?
I think at that point it depends on the woman. If she takes the bag, and she deals with you because of the bag, it says more about herself than the man. If it's because of the bag. I'm not saying you go out, you get a girl a bag, and it's like you guys vibe together, and it's like, that's cool.
But why does it say more about her than him?
Because it's like you're willing to give it up for a bag. What type of bag you talking about?
But he's willing to pay. He's willing to.
What type of bag you talking about?
Like if we're talking like
expensive.
a Kelly Hermes Birkin.
How much is
that? No. Michael Kors.
Ooh,
what? Go.
You can find
Goodbye.
I was just joking. I'm just playing with y'all.
Don't be open the legs for Michael Kors. Don't open the legs for no bag. But especially no bag, period. But Michael Kors, come on. No, ladies, no.
How about for the Birkin? How much is a Birkin?
Birkin's like 40. 40. And I think that's minimum.
All these girls are giving it up for a Birkin.
Yeah. They're giving it up for a Birkin. They're giving it up for a Birkin. Doesn't matter which color, they're going to give it up, I would say.
Shall they stay quiet?
Yeah. I'm thinking like, maybe I'll just ask, like, are you going to would you prefer to just give me the cash rather than a bag?
No, you
if you're going to spend that much on me, then like, just give me the cash.
Because some people say like Birkins are like an investment. Like people.
It goes up in value.
Like, it's an investment.
As soon as you get it, you like can flip it like double the price because you can only actually go buy a Birkin like once a year or something. As a
once
customer.
A year.
So that's why when you go to buy it, that's the point of it. It's rare.
Yeah.
That's
why
people like buy me a
men.
Birkin.
Yeah.
It's like a roll.
Collect
You
watch.
can't just go buy like special edition rollies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's only a certain made. So like the second you buy it off shelf, like I can't just go and walk in Hermes and buy a fucking Birkin.
Yeah, you can
buy a Birkin.
No.
Wow.
Same with Chanel. Those are investments. Chanel bags are investments.
Okay. All right. If you fly a girl out, should she be ready to have sex?
That should be a conversation you're having before I'm getting flown out.
Absolutely.
Yes. Conversation before you.
But I do think it's assumed.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Should.
Yes.
Doesn't mean I should, but it's assumed.
Yeah. And I feel like as a girl, I need to be aware. Like this guy probably, if he likes me, he thinks he's gonna.
So women
fuck.
should be ready to bust it.
I'm sorry.
They should be aware that they're being expected to buy.
Yes.
If he's booking your ticket, he's going on the website, he's typing your name, and he wants you to come to see him. You're going out your way. You're going to the airport. You're getting on a flight. How long is the flight?
The flight
depends where you're going.
4 hours.
4 hour flight?
Yeah, 4
I'm
hour
sorry.
flight.
It's so intentional. Like, what else? You're gonna go be a tourist?
That's what I'm saying. But I just seen a post. Did you guys see the post on Instagram where the guy was like cussing the girl basically?
I've seen so many of those posts where
No, but like he literally had the phone like, how is you not gonna bust it up? I flew you out here for me. Yo, I wish I had it right now.
that's a sad man. I don't like that.
Yeah.
He looked a little dense, but like
That
he's
is super dense.
He's like, I'm gonna keep it respectful, but he's like, how are you not gonna bust it? What's wrong with you? And he's just talking crazy, and she's just there like, she's just sitting down still.
Yeah, because I mean, of course, you'd want it. The man would want it, and I feel like women should be aware of that.
I
But
so wanna
doesn't
find that
mean
post.
a man should expect it, or that the woman should not expect that. This is what he's expecting.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Hold up, I found it.
Let me explain y'all the story. I flew this way from Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Been talking to her on Instagram for months. You feel me? I done spent damn near 5 G's on this. She talking about she don't want nobody to touch her. Man, you know what I mean?
But like that also is like
5 bands though.
5 bands?
yeah, but that's like saying you can like see, but that's the logic men have is like I can pay for what I want to do to you. And you have to give it to me because I'm paying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna pay for sex, pay for an escort. Pay
That's
for
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot more cheaper ways to utilize your money.
Yeah.
If you're gonna fly girls out and expect sex, that is not what you should expect, man.
And then
you should expect to have a great time with her
for real,
and just vibes.
This is not
That's bullshit. That's what it was.
I know.
That's bullshit, bro. That's some crazy. No, that's crazy for real. But yeah, all right. Moving forward. So, should love feel like you can't live without the other person?
Someone asked me this the other day, and
No way. Who?
Yeah.
No, I'm just surprised because that was a question I thought of.
No, my family, we have like deep talks and shit, but we're talking about like love and like
relationships.
Love isn't. This is just like my perception of it, but I feel like it's not to like miss the person. It's like what. Hold on, y'all talk about it.
Okay, so listen.
In my brain, because the way it was worded, I was like, "Yo, that is so." I never thought about it that way.
You hold that thought. So the way I look at it is like you shouldn't feel like you couldn't live without the other person. I feel like you should always maintain your independence and always understand that the things you did before the person you may have to do, like, you can't get too comfortable with what that person does for you, and you always have to be comfortable with being independent. 100%. However, though, I spoke about this before, and they were like, "But it's your wife, like." And family, and like, how could you, like, you should feel like you don't want to lose that, and you should feel like you can't live without that. I should feel like I can't live without my son or my kid, but I feel like with my
wife, like, you can live without your wife.
Yeah, because I would, like, it's my child, like my flesh and blood in a sense, that's why I put the child first, and that's kind of how I was, keeping my stance back on that. But I feel like you can't put too much into a situation where you're doomed if the person's not there anymore.
No.
And
doomed? Is that the word? Doomed?
Some guys are heartbroken, crying, sad.
Some niggas sick.
Me too. I've cried over many men, but I'm not doomed. Like, I'm just gonna cry though. Right now, I'm gonna cry.
I'm sorry, but some girls, I gotta say this, some girls, they'll like get into like a situation where they get broken up with, and all of a sudden they're like a CEO of like their own company. They're getting degrees. They're flying here.
Yeah.
I think with men, like in general in society, men are much lonelier.
I agree.
Than they like to admit.
I agree.
And it hits them much harder.
I agree.
It hits them harder after. Women go through it right away.
Yeah.
And they allow themselves to feel what they need to feel right in that moment. When it happens, men go out and like try to fill that void instead of just dealing with their shit. Yeah. That's why men always come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do circle back.
Oh,
but like my thing is, like, you always just have to be ready to just always be to continue to be by yourself and like have that independence and stuff.
The word is dependency, right?
Because that's the word. Yeah.
You shouldn't feel like you're dependent on your wife. Honestly, the wife thing is a little different. I think if it's your girl, you shouldn't feel like you're dependent on your girl.
Yeah, I guess you can switch that. I'd agree there.
I feel like your wife, though, when you have, certain arrangements with someone, like maybe you live in the same house, you should feel a way if she leaves,
No, you should feel a way if she leaves, but you should always have a backup plan.
What's the backup plan?
Yeah, but then that's not like ever really fully investing yourself into someone, though.
But then, like when you fully invest, you should always when I mean backup plan, I don't mean another person.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought you meant.
No. When I'm saying backup plan, it's like this. Like I feel like my dad can't live without my mom, right? Because he doesn't know nothing about his finances. He doesn't know certain things that goes around in the house.
Yeah.
So I'm saying men need to be super aware of everything and make sure you can do everything by yourself, and have a backup plan, as in, if you had to get your own apartment, just understand, like, make sure you're good by yourself.
Like
that's my point.
A contingency
plan.
For real.
Yeah, not somebody else.
Yeah.
Not that toxic.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But yeah. Because some men, like, they don't know nothing without their wife.
Yeah.
And they control all aspects of their lives.
That's like a lot of like
traditional.
Like, when parents split and shit.
Yeah.
Like a lot of kids say like, yeah, I'm going with mom, not dad.
Yeah.
Because like your mom knows how to hold a house down.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. As brothers, as men, we have to do better. We have to make sure we're good on our own.
I think that's what's happening even more now than ever, because females are usually kind of like working towards leading the house.
Yeah.
Honestly, for real, like men are becoming more and more like, I don't know how to say it, but like females, there's situations where there's alpha females. She's running the whole crib. She's doing everything. And like she leaves you, you're done. Like some people are like that.
Yeah.
Some people have relationships where like their wife does everything for them.
That's what I'm saying. And they can't cook nothing.
You can't cook.
I feel like more men can cook
laundry.
now, though, and do all that.
Yeah.
More men are becoming more independent.
Definitely.
And I think that is great for us, because we should just never be left in a situation where we're just useless or doomed.
No, that's true.
Yeah, that's how I feel about that. Yeah. Okay, so my other question on this list was, do you go someone or explain like when you're leaving? Are you guys the type to like just ghost people?
Yeah.
You look like you're the type to ghost someone. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, she will go for sure.
It depends on the situation. Honestly.
You too.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of you guys. That was quick.
I try not to. But
Right.
Like, sometimes it's just like, yo.
You're like, this is too much. If I try to swing this, you're going to try to get me to stay, and I don't have time. So I'm just go.
What is it? What's the big red flag that after that you just gotta ghost them?
Yeah.
Like, what's one that came up?
Like, are we talking about like talking stage kind of thing?
Yeah. If you care to share, what's one of your red flags you've dealt with?
I just don't like someone being like too clingy with me.
Yeah.
And like once it comes to the point where like I'm my own, like we're just talking about, like I'm my own person as you are.
Yeah.
I had a long life before you came.
Yeah.
And if you can't respect what I do, I'm not changing my life to like satisfy you. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
So a lot of people forget that and they get like really clingy, like, oh, I haven't seen you in so long, like come see me, make time for. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good, thanks.
Do you guys feel that girls need an element of mystery to a man? Like, do you feel like you guys like men that are mysterious in a way? I think so. So I just want to know if that's accurate to say. Like,
I think so.
Because you don't want to know everything about him. You kind of want, oh, I didn't know you did this, or oh, I didn't know this. Don't you kind of like that mysterious
like backfire so fast?
Yeah, so fast.
So quick, because it's like it's like at the same stage. It's like, okay, the talking stage. You didn't tell me about that, but now we're starting dating, and I found out like, oh my god, this is what you do for real? Like, it's like
so okay. So how long do you think in a relationship it would take for you to like truly tell someone like everything that you do,
or like good and bad and everything? Never. As men, you should never tell a girl too much, because if she knows too much, she's gonna make you feel less of a man.
Wow. Okay, ladies, vice versa.
But I think it's just more common with women. Like if you're down bad on certain things, it could be financially. Mostly financially is when they try to do those type of like throw it back at you, or just even when you say you're done, then they'll, oh nigga, you broke and all type of stuff. Like, you just gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with certain things you tell a woman. Now, being honest and truthful about what you do in terms of like career, or I guess your goals and stuff, and family and traumas, that should be said.
Yeah.
To a degree, but
to a degree,
that should be said. You gotta let her. You gotta see which. You gotta test her in a way too. You gotta tell her some stuff where it's like, okay, let's see if she's able to kind of match me or
no, for real,
understand.
I agree. Like, I think a lot of things you kind of just have to like test the waters a little bit. Like, you know, if it's whatever, it's like, let's say it's like you've been to like traumatic situations. Yeah. Just like something that's really hard for you to open up about. Yeah. You just gotta like, don't put all that weight on her right away. Yeah. And if it's like something else that's like kind of like you're going through some shit and it's like you want to be able to kind of like talk to her about it. Yeah. You know, you have to hold your own as a man. Yeah. To be honest. Like, you always have to hold your own. Like, you have to be able to do things without your wife. But at the end of the day, like, being able to talk through it with her is important too, right?
That's true.
So, there's two sides to it. Like, definitely don't, like, you know, because men do a lot. And it's like, men have past, men have futures, just like women have past and futures. And it's like, you know, not everyone's past is the same. And you don't want her to kind of, like, paint this image of you. You know, and you also want to be truthful with her as well, right? Facts. So it takes time. You just gotta like be smooth with it.
See, my whole thing is like, you just gotta be honest and upfront about certain things, like from the jump. But I also find that sometimes, depending on how early, that could be a bad thing. Like you kind of said,
telling her everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, because she might not even understand who you are today based on some shit you told her in the past. You know, you might have been moved on, but it's like, you did that, or I just, you know, they can't move past that.
And then women also, like, they look at the picture. They try to paint the picture before they meet the person.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
They'll go on their Instagram to do their investigation.
Yeah.
And then they'll meet them in real life. They'll listen to everything they say very closely, and you try to paint the picture right away. It's like, you don't really know me for real. You know? Until you really know me for real, you know?
But we do that in a sense too, where we'll look at their Instagram and we'll just be infatuated with like how they look and just like everything, their whole image. And then like, when you see them in real life, it's like,
oh, the catfishing?
That's just catfishing,
yeah.
I guess there's a lot of catfishing.
I guess it is.
What if she asked though? Sorry. Like, what if early on, like, say she asks you something that you're not ready to share? Are you gonna lie and say
what is it?
I'll be vague.
It depends.
I guess it depends. But like, I don't know. Like, you know, if something you've been through, and she's like, okay, like, have you ever been through this? Or like, just trying to basically, like, I don't know, like, whatever conversation you guys are having, something ends up coming up where she's asking.
Or she's trying to bait me to like.
No, not even a bait. Like, genuinely, like, she's trying to get to know you. She's like, you know,
Depends
like, let's just say,
early.
let's say like you're a drug dealer, and she just asks like, hey, like, have you ever sold drugs before? And you're like, that's like the secret that you don't know if you want to tell her just yet, but she's
that
already
one. You
asked
gotta be careful with that one. If you're gonna sell drugs, probably shouldn't tell her that.
Like, just an example, but like any like along those lines, like it's something that you do know, like, okay, I was gonna confess this to you soon, or like at some point, but like I'm not ready yet, and she's asking right now though, are you gonna lie?
So this is the thing with that. So like, obviously, like, it's also about the weight, right? Because it's a lot of weight for your girl to have to worry about you based on the shit you're doing.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
And it's like, you don't want her to worry.
That's a good point.
And then another thing is like, at the end of the day, like, she's gonna find out certain stuff. So you just gotta be able to kind of like keep it real. If this is gonna be something like you're really like entrenched into. Yeah. And if she accepts you for who you are, then she does. If she doesn't, then at the end of the day, like, all these like guys don't realize that all this shit comes to truth.
Yeah.
You know, you can only stunt for it. There's like a certain amount of time, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
girls
everything comes to truth.
Everything.
So just keep it real at the start.
Yeah. Keep it real at the start. Sometimes I'll even say like, you guys should just wait out the talking stage a bit longer. You know,
if that's what it takes. Yeah.
Give it like 6 to a year, 6 months to a year.
Talking stage?
Yes.
I don't know about that, brother.
I'm a 2-month man, like typically
6 months.
But I do think 6 months now is just better off. Yeah.
I think 6 months can be really long.
6 months can be really long. Yeah.
The thing is at 6 months, you should already know enough about her to make a decision on whether you want her or not.
You think so?
Yeah. I think
6 months? Yeah.
6 months is a long time.
As a girl, maybe not a wife and all that. Like, definitely not a wife.
How long do you think it takes though?
Yo, me, I'm quick. I have to be real. Like, me, like, I'll test out a girl. Like, I'll take her in different environments and I'll see how she reacts to certain things. Yeah. That's important to me, right? Because the more you're able to see how a girl reacts in different environments, whether it's like how she treats like waitresses, whether it's, you know, if she feels like, you know, just, you gotta know how she is like the full day. How she goes when she's home. For me, like, I can put you through that in 3 weeks and know exactly what it is. And if it's not for me, after those 3 weeks, that's your trial, period. See, my whole thing is, I feel like I rushed the talking stage,
at times, and then I feel like I never know until it's a relationship. Like, it's weird. Like, it's usually like, okay, after we're in a relationship 3 months into it, I'll know then. I'll never know in the talking stage. I'm always infatuated, and I never really get a good sense of it until I'm in it.
Is that because you were just fresh? You know how some girls, like, they won't have sex with men unless they're dating them? Did you feel like I had to wife? You had to quickly wife her in order to?
No.
No? Okay.
No. Not that time.
Because I feel like some men do, like, they rush that stage because they feel like, okay, like, she won't let me hit unless, like, I tell her we're serious.
I've had I did that in high school.
You're gonna rush.
High school. Yeah,
that's a high school thing for sure.
That was definitely a high school thing.
I think it's a thing now.
Yeah.
It's still a thing?
Yes.
Absolutely.
No, I definitely did that in high school. Like, 1 time. 2 times.
It's okay. You gotta tell us the number.
But yeah, that was a high school thing. But yeah, no, I feel like my talking stages need to be longer or something, or
I think you're just not like asking the right things.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I'm asking
like
everything.
you said, like putting them in certain environments, like you get to know a
It's
lot.
important.
No,
Yeah.
like
But
me,
but I find like I trick myself in a sense where I'll tell myself like I'll maybe I settle in a sense. I don't know. I trick myself, and then I'll wake up like 4 months after, like, into the relationship, and I'm just like, yeah, like this is not.
That's just really painting a picture of it, though.
Yeah.
So you think I'm okay?
You're gonna have ups and downs, right?
Yeah.
And you want to be able to kind of like stay stable. For me, like the most important thing is like those 3 weeks is everything.
3 weeks?
Yeah, those 3 weeks is like,
Yeah.
I'll do my thing. I'll take you out to where I need to take you out. We'll do all of that.
And you'll know in 3
everything.
weeks.
I'll even stay with you all day.
Now,
I'll
that's
know
too
how
short.
you are. Everything.
Now, that's too
you
short.
can actually tell like a
can
lot
do
about a
it.
person.
Trust me,
yeah.
bro. You gotta ask the
make a
right
mission,
questions.
Yeah, you have to plan it. You can't just go out every day like, okay,
Yeah.
how's this gonna go? Like, you have to know like what
Okay,
I'm looking for, what I'm gonna pay
exactly.
attention to.
I
Like, you
just
have
thought
to do
about what
like
it
that.
was.
If you know what you're looking for, you're good.
Then yeah.
Yeah. I think you got to know what you're looking for,
Yeah.
and I also think that within the 2 weeks, like when don't ignore it. I think I ignore certain things.
Well, it's just red flags.
Let it
Yeah.
go on type shit.
Yeah, because like they might have something that's good in one area, but I might ignore other areas.
Because it like compensates for it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's okay to do. Like, no one's gonna check like
No one's
every
perfect.
single
Yeah.
box that you want.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna come with.
I have certain requirements now though. that
Yeah,
I think-
some things shouldn't. Like, they should be like, no, like I'm not settling this, but like she's not gonna click every single box.
Yeah, I think you just have to have certain requirements and just make sure it meets those
Yeah,
requirements.
like the base requirements, right? You should have those, and you should have like the extras, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Like honestly, like if she's a 10, like I'm not even gonna lie. If she's a 10, there's certain things I'm willing to kind of like allow.
Me too. Yeah, me
Like
too.
certain, like that's the privilege you have. It's like
Yeah,
Nah.
but like, what if she's 6?
Nah, I'm
And a
not
half.
dealing with, like honestly, if it's not a 10, I'm not taking anything extra. Like because the thing is I don't want to feel like I'm settling, and it's like I know how I'm gonna feel in 2-3 months. I don't want to do that to you.
See,
right
that's
now.
what I think. I was doing that in a sense because they have something good in terms of like they're a good person or whatever the case may be, but it's like
dragging it,
like settling, dragging.
Okay.
Yeah.
That honestly, you're doing more damage to the girl at that
Yeah.
point because she getting attached and all that. Like now she's around you all the time. It's like you got to keep it real with her from the jump. Like 3 weeks, you got to do your thing. Like it's all about time too. You don't want to waste no time.
Yeah.
Niggas got shit to do. Like
Yeah, nah, facts. And I feel like, you got to always utilize your time. Facts. But yeah, crazy. But yeah, I want to get into a little bit of what you guys do and stuff like that. I don't know. You can go first if you want.
You want me to go first?
Yeah. I know you have a jewelry business.
Yeah.
How do I say the name? It's Lua Soul?
My jewelry is Lua and Soul.
Lua Soul.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I own 3 companies.
Okay.
One's jewelry, one's like clothing and modeling, and then the other one's like marketing.
Okay. How did you get into that?
All 3 of them, or?
Where did you start?
Okay, jewelry, I run it with my aunt and my sister.
Okay.
We just like kind of picked up on it. Like I love jewelry. It's always been a thing in our lives. So we just like to design our own stuff, and it kind of just took off. We're actually in like a wholesaling agency. So we have like 22 stores across Canada now.
Okay. That's
upcoming.
what's
So the first year we had 22 stores, and now we're projected to have like 60, 70 within the next few bits. So yeah, it's fun. It's obviously lets me be like creative and everything. But yeah, there's that one. And then I run a modeling agency called Lost Connections Models.
That's you?
Wait, that's you?
Yeah. And someone else, but like I'm not gonna mention.
Okay.
Yeah,
you know, I've seen that for a while. That's what's up. Okay.
So I used to be like the top model for it, and then I was like, yo, like you need rebranding, you need to
you took the business.
So I kind of like
for
yeah,
sure.
like, if you scroll to the bottom, it's just like okay.
I agree.
So-
They had a good thing, but yeah,
Absolutely, they just
need
need tweaking like anything.
Yeah.
So I'm running that now, and basically we just help like people who want to, get their foot into modeling, don't know where to start. We get them headshots, set up with photo shoots. We have our personal photographers. We take on photographers as well.
Okay.
If that's something you want to get into, we set you in like music videos. We've done with like one with like Preem, TV Gucci,
Okay.
those guys.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so it's pretty fun. And then I just do marketing for small workup companies,
Okay.
Shopify, website design, things like that.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay. My guy.
Yeah, I mean, we can kind of relate in a sense, right? Because I'm also in the tech field, so I work in tech.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a software developer, like at heart, though, right? So, like, website design from scratch, HTML, CSS, like all that is kind of like my language.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always been like passionate about tech, So like that's my thing. And yeah, I'm just out here. I'm a hustler, like
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. No. That's what's up. That's what's up. I respect the hustle, But okay, how did you get into it? Like, how long have you been doing it now and whatnot?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like for me, like I've always known I was creative. I personally didn't have like all the right things in the environment to kind of succeed.
Okay.
Right. So for me, it was a big thing was kind of trying to like get more and like
Yeah.
So that was the first thing, right? Like how can I do more? How can I do better for me, for my family, and all that? And then it just so happened that I was passionate about something that was a really high demand skill, which is like programming and like software development and coding.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, just kind of like going into it, starting a business and just taking on projects. I've worked on some pretty cool things.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, it's fun to me,
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel that.
I also, I'm into the modeling agency game as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it low key though, but like, I have a few
Like you're a model?
Instagram pages.
You're a model?
I'm not a model. I run a modeling agency.
Okay.
Yeah. I have someone that kind of manages it day to day.
Okay.
But yeah, like.
So maybe you guys can work together.
Oh no, for sure.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
definitely know
that's
about
cool.
your thing, and you definitely probably know about the page. But yeah, we'll talk.
You don't want to shout it out?
Yeah, he's
It's
like,
not even like that right now. I'm a low key guy. I'm more so like kind of behind the scenes, kind of like on the computer and shit. So like, honestly, I'm not. The fact that I'm doing this is a lot, to be honest. And it's like I love it because I'm trying to get out there a bit more.
yeah.
But I just like to, lay low type shit.
Okay, that's what's up. We had a couple. Well, I know you had a couple questions.
Oh yeah, you're gonna pull them up though. But
Yeah, I'll pull them up for you. It was these ones.
thank you.
No worries.
Okay, so with your guys' business, we just want to know what's one thing that you guys didn't expect basically that came with your business, whether if it was like something negative or even positive. Like, what's something you have like
like a
three, so
hurdle
you could pick one.
Honestly, like, okay, I dropped out of university, started businesses, like the typical,
What were you in university for?
veterinary medicine. I was gonna be a doctor.
Okay.
Love animals to death. Just a lot of shit happened at school. If you know me and know my Instagram, you'll see it. But like whatever.
Okay. It'll be up on the screen.
Yeah. It's fucking hard, man. People just be like, yo, like I want to start my business. You gotta know so much shit. You gotta know like taxes between provinces and everything. You need to know so many nitty gritty things, which is fun to learn about. But a lot of people like just like, oh, you have a business, that's amazing, or they want that title of it, and you don't understand like the baggage and everything that comes with it. It's hard. It's not just like, oh, you work from home, that's so easy, cool. It's like, yeah, but like if I don't do that shit, I do not make money.
Yeah.
So it's not just like, you wake up go to a 9 to 5, you know what you're making, everything. I don't know what I'm gonna make month to month.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some months amazing, some months are scraping, but like it is what it is.
Yeah. No facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Even in the early stages of what I'm doing, I feel like it's all on you at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
You got to be responsible, keep the show on the road.
Absolutely.
Continue to be persistent. And you're going to always deal with hurdles and stuff. Scheduling, timing, taxes.
Yeah, if you're lazy, don't start a business.
Yeah, that part, because if you really don't do it, it won't get done.
I'm telling you, it's
You won't get
everything
done.
from like making Excel sheets to like balances and
No,
paying
facts.
people out. Like it's taxing.
Yeah. No
Taxes,
facts.
holy fuck, taxes. Oh my god, that shit blew my mind. What actually, like, we don't get taught in school.
Yeah.
That is,
Yep.
so
Yep. Facts.
when you actually look at like income tax, business tax,
And stuff like that.
everything, that shit is crazy.
Yeah. No
But,
facts. I remember I was trying to sign you up for Shake Pay a while back. I was doing you remember that?
No, what?
You don't remember Shake Pay?
No.
It was that random like crypto app.
Oh my
know.
god.
Remember that I used to say it all the time?
Yes.
Yeah, so I used to like always go into people. Yeah, I used to say, "Hey, what's up?" to a whole bunch of people.
Yes.
And I was like getting the $30 referral all the
That was
time.
hustling, trust me.
I had like 300 referrals at one point.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
300 times 30. Like,
Yeah.
so that's if I said, "Hey, what's up?" If I said, "Hey, what's up?" in your DM
Answer.
and you would subscribe, thank you, appreciate you. We need you now. But yeah,
What about you?
so yeah, how
like,
about you?
That's a good answer because I feel like there's a lot of people who want to be entrepreneurs but end up being like, I see like wantrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
facts.
like a lot of people kind of are there for the title and like what it sounds like it is and what it looks like it is, but no one really watches behind the scenes
Of what goes on.
of what really goes on.
Facts.
You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like all this social media shit is cool. Like whatever you're traveling, you know, you can work from your laptop. But at the end of the day, like it comes down to what type of qualities you have to be able to become an entrepreneur. I tell people like if you don't have basic self-discipline,
Yeah.
don't become an entrepreneur.
Yeah, facts.
Don't like
Facts.
fix your problems before you get into entrepreneurship as a
Facts.
person, and then it'll make it easier. But even that, you know,
Yeah,
from
yeah.
there, like it's you know, it's hard. Like it's hard.
And I was listening to a Gary V seminar briefly, and he was just saying like you got to be yourself, like with whatever you're doing. A lot of people are trying to mimic other things they're seeing, and they're not being true to themselves. So you can't really learn or monetize if you're not going to be able to like
True self.
be your true self.
I think
I feel
no,
like
that's a good point because
yeah.
at the end of the day, like it's gonna reveal who you are.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Slowly.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
And it's easier to do things because you like to do it and because you're actually that person.
Exactly.
Instead of putting in up an act.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No,
I feel that
facts.
for sure.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like it all comes down to just honestly at the end of the day, putting in work and
Putting in work. Like,
every
Be
day being
consistent.
consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
for real. Like at the end of the day, like it's all up to you. I think there's a lot of young people who are there trying to get into entrepreneurship. I would say like obviously do things like if I could give any advice to someone like young, because I needed this when I was young, to try to get into entrepreneurship is learn high value skills, right? Whether it's coding, whether it's like web design, start there and then see what you like and then kind of get into it slowly. You know, whether it's content creation, whether it's photography, videography, like you're a camera guy, you know, whether it's just like editing videos, people do like gaming now. You can do anything on the internet and make money,
it's true.
you know? So
But it's hard.
it is hard,
Yeah.
you know?
Because like a lot of people, I know guys that play games, but they don't know how to make money from it. Or I always ask them like, you're always playing, like monetize it in some sort of form, but it's definitely tough.
You have to want it. Is
Yeah.
that it comes
Yeah.
down to that. Like, you know, I think for me it was like I had no choice, right? So it's like that makes it much easier for me.
Yeah,
But you have to want it bad. Like
Yeah.
you do.
I totally agree. Having no choice, like shit, like this is all I have left. All right,
Yeah.
I'm
It
putting
has
everything
to.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And do a lot of research too, watch other people in the fields of whatever you're doing, try to see what they're doing and just learn and just watch a whole bunch of videos and kind of like understand what you're getting into, because there's always going to be, even once you watch the videos, you're still going to have to like learn and go through whatever.
Execute.
Trial and
Yeah.
error.
You
So
know,
it's still
trial
going to
and
be a
error.
trial and error.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like just because you're not like really in education, you still gotta educate yourself.
Exactly.
Like I'm not in school, yeah, but like you still need to know what you're
Absolutely.
doing.
You got to know what you're doing.
It's a big field to play into.
Yeah.
No, facts. And like, yeah, if you can just find some sort of legitimate source to find like educational things pertaining to whatever you're doing, I feel like that's mostly helpful. So yeah, and even then you'll still go through trials and tribulations. But yeah, there was the Dr. Umar one. I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
What was that question?
Dr. Umar. Oh no.
Yeah.
You guys like Dr. Umar?
I know him.
You guys familiar with him?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I love Dr. Umar. I'm sorry.
You like him?
I love Dr.
I
Umar.
heard he's a fraud though. He didn't.
Really?
I heard he didn't like build the school or something he was
Yeah,
supposed to
I
build.
heard
I don't know. I don't know what the ins and outs are, but I heard something.
Oh, well,
like that.
I don't know the the behind, but like the things he's like, I always think that his tone, like what he speaks on, like I haven't seen it change as yet. Like he has the same stance,
like his morals.
Yeah, like his stance and like his views. Like I definitely respect them for sure.
Do you think? What about Kevin Samuels? Were you a fan of Kevin Samuels, or did you think?
We talked about this. Honestly, I didn't know enough. Like everything I saw about Kevin Samuels was negative. Like everything. Like I never actually watched his clips. I would just see like when Shade Room takes that one part that would destroy him. I would see that one. I'm like, destroy him. But I never really watched the full thing.
Yeah. Okay. But Dr. Umar said that no relationship. What is it? No relationship.
Basically, like he was going on about how like no one wants like people don't want to sweat, essentially, like in terms of a relationship. So basically saying that like people want to opt out too early during a relationship, like whereas like you're supposed to feel uncomfortable, essentially. Like just wanted to know what you guys feel about that.
Yes, I literally had this exact conversation with my friend. I was like, no one wants to go through hard shit anymore. No one wants to like go through the nitty gritty things. Like I
agree with that. Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
Relationships are so disposable now. Like there's so many options, and the options give you an option to flee. Yeah, all the time. All the time.
I think it comes down to upbringing as well.
Yeah,
and it influences how you handle relationships. Because if you're spoiled and you're not accustomed to dealing with certain tough times, you're not going to be able to understand what's going on.
Did you see my story the other day?
No, I didn't.
Okay. My story the other day, I literally said, I was like, I don't care if you guys hate me, but some of you weren't beat as a child. It actually shows. And like I would literally beat you.
Yeah.
So
I did see that.
How life actually is. Like the spoiled kids and everything. Like it really brings into your adult life, and like some kids you gotta.
It does. Some kids are handed things where it's like,
which is not your fault, but if you're gonna hand your child everything, which if you can, God bless you, but you have to also teach them like that's not how life is always going to be.
I agree 100%. I agree, and I feel like it just comes down, and I talk to people and they're like, oh, the struggle mentality, you shouldn't have a struggle mentality, and I don't think you should have a struggle mentality, but I think it's almost a necessity in a sense to have, because it builds you and makes you stronger. But some people do not understand that frame of mind or that mindset, and I feel like that hinders their relationships and their conflicts, because they're not accustomed to dealing with like any sort of real hurdles, real struggles.
Like when people don't have trauma, it's like
and then people would have people that don't have no trauma, it shows they can't deal with it, and they'll almost lie to themselves and try to cope with it when they know they just can't handle it.
So I think about this a lot too, right? But I feel like there might be like two sides to this, because like I feel like if you grow up in a home where you're given everything, you didn't necessarily have that choice because you're just born.
Yep.
I also think about like how I'm gonna raise my kids. Like I know how I had it when I grew up. It wasn't pretty at all. Yeah. So it's like I'm gonna give them everything. Yeah. Just because I didn't have it. Yeah. I'm gonna be that father.
Yeah.
So it's like when it comes down to it, you're gonna spoil your kids too. So they're gonna get to that point where they're gonna feel like they have everything handed to them. But if you instill the right like values and morals into the person, it won't be a problem. Like I can't lie. Like if you look at most millionaires and just like people who make it successful, a lot of times they just had no choice. It was like they couldn't give up. They had to keep.
It was
going.
this or nothing.
All of them.
And there's always this saying that I like. If you want it as much as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.
It's just a matter of time for some people. So
I think that one's interesting.
It's a fact.
So I know guys sometimes don't actually ask girls out, and they'll kind of just assume like there's a relationship. The girl will have to be left to assume. So do you think that relationships have to be or commitment has to be solidified these days, in today's day and age?
Like, what do you mean by solidified?
Like
someone has to say like the title? Do you want to be my boyfriend?
Like, do you still have to say, do you want to be my girlfriend, boyfriend type thing? Or is it just like you just start spending more time together?
We've been doing everything for 3 months now. Like, of course you're my girlfriend, you're my man type thing.
Because I have a friend who's been with his girl and he's never asked her out. But like it's his girl, like 5 years.
If you can't like take 1 second to just like value a person, to be like, you know what, I want you in my life this much, this long, like you're my girlfriend.
But it goes back to the main point at the beginning of this podcast, where I said guys don't get what girls they truly want. They settle. I'm telling you, guys settle with some of the women that they choose.
I think some guys also do it as a way to keep their options open.
Absolutely.
So they won't hold down the girl. They won't tell her like you're my girl, just to keep their options open.
Like as a female, like what are you doing?
You think? Well, honestly, because me, like, I don't know. I think it's kind of like a nigga mentality, to be completely honest with you guys. Because if I'm with a girl and like we're around each other enough, like put 2 and 2 together. At this point, like, like if you really want me to put in the work and be like, okay, you're my girl, like I'm gonna tell you. Yeah. But it's like, you know, you're around me all the time. Like, there's no other girl.
Seconds to say like
it's not enough.
Yeah, like what?
Because men will turn around and say, well, like, you're not my girl. They are quick with that one. They are so fast.
That is true.
No, I don't care if we're talking for 2 years. If you have not asked me out, I'm not your girlfriend.
Yeah.
If you're a guy and you've been with a girl over 1 year and something happens, you said you're not my girl, there's a problem with you.
Yeah, that's
like that's rude.
That's cool.
But they be coming with it.
That's cool.
I've heard too many stories.
Nah, that's
you need
cool.
to ask.
That's cool.
And I don't know. I heard the girls are asking men out these days. So if that's
crazy.
Yeah,
girls are asking men out.
So I heard. Not this girl. And I'm happy to hear not you either.
What do you guys? You guys want to ask a guy out?
No.
Okay.
I'd sit him down and have a conversation. Like, where do we stand?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like you guys asking him out in a sense, right?
Really?
No, it's asking where you stand.
It's just time to pick. It's either I'm your girl or I'm not. And
Am
if
I
I'm
your girl or
not,
are we moving
I'm
on?
about to be getting some more options.
Yeah.
Would you propose to your man?
Kick me in the throat. Kick me in the throat.
Not even. Wow.
I'm not even thinking about
Isn't that embarrassing though, as a man? Like,
Why did
my science teacher proposed to her husband?
Foolish.
Our science teacher.
Really?
Yeah. Went on her knees, everything. Showed us the video, everything.
But I like it. I like it because she's switching the narratives and changing the standards.
It up.
But a lot of guys don't like that though. A lot of guys don't like a female stepping into that masculine like side of like I'm a takeover because you clearly can't.
How could she be submissive and she is proposed? Like,
I know you guys just said you guys weren't even submissive anyway.
But okay, that was me.
I got him.
Well, I'm gonna be submissive for the right man. But if I propose to a man, there's no submission ever coming from me. No. If I have to take it upon myself to propose to you, don't ever expect you're gonna get submission.
You're the big dog now. If you're
if I'm proposing, this is my shit.
This is my relationship.
I'm running this. You're gonna do what no way. You're crazy. Absolutely not.
Wow, that's crazy. You can't make this shit up.
Personally, I wouldn't let her propose to me, just because that's just like, you know, culturally, like that doesn't really work. But you know, I have nothing against it.
Are you Jamaican or are you?
I'm African.
Oh, African.
West African.
Oh, okay.
But I still want to see it. Like I want to see a girl do it. I don't know why, because I feel like if you like the man enough, like what's the problem?
Yeah, I just like seeing different things.
Yeah,
I like
switch it up sometimes.
I like switching things
Yeah,
up.
like if you're gonna do it, but like I'm not doing that.
Absolutely.
Good for you, but like,
But why is it enough? Like if she sits you down and being like, "I love you," like I can't wait to build a future. Like, isn't that enough? Why does she have to get on her knee and say like, "Take my hand"?
No, she shouldn't have to get on her knee, but she can like come on my lap and tell me like that. But then it has to be like a ring with her. I think that'd be cool.
So,
like if she's like, "Hey, babe, like these are our rings. Like I want to get married."
yeah, but guys don't get engagement rings.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not how it works.
No.
really?
Oh, yeah,
You guys get a ring
get
only
we
at
get
the altar.
We get
The band, the day you got married with
I don't
whoever's
even know how
married.
this shit works. That's sad.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever.
Wait,
a guy's
no,
gonna
go on.
propose to a female.
Okay.
You get an engagement ring. That's the fat diamond,
fat
the stone,
rock.
the
Yeah.
rock.
Wait.
everything.
Why is it gotta be fat?
Yeah.
Because I want a fat ring because I can pay for myself. So like, what? No.
Oh.
Anyway, besides that, if I want a fat ring, I'm a dude because I'll hold down a household. I want a ring.
Okay.
That's all. I want a ring. Whatever.
big
That's
one.
just me. Some girls don't. I want a ring.
Okay.
It's not even that fat, but whatever.
Yeah.
A guy, the day you get married, I do, whatever.
Yeah.
You get a little band. You pick it. You go to the store. You guys pick it, and then she gets the band with her ring, with her fat or fat diamond. So we have two. You have one.
Oh.
So the whole time we're engaged.
Yeah.
No one knows you're engaged.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I just have the fat ring. You have nothing.
Wait, why don't I get like a bracelet
For what?
You can if you want, but
with
that's
her
just
name
not
or
like
engraved on it or something cool like that? No.
you
Oh,
can.
you could ask for that.
I'm now
Yeah,
demanding
that's
men
kinda cute, but, like,
should
no.
get bracelets once they're getting married or
With
something.
their girl's name
With
on
the girl's
it.
name on it?
Period.
Sure,
I will do
sure.
that.
Yeah.
I will buy my
yeah.
man.
Yeah, like a Cuban or something, you know?
Yeah,
Something-
with my
that's
name right
cute.
on it. You're
Yeah.
absolutely correct.
I
That's
do
a good
that.
idea.
Absolutely.
I'm changing the game,
Yeah.
fellas. I'm equaling the
Absolutely.
scoreboard.
It's like, why I gotta walk around with this whole thing? Like, I'm labeled now.
Yeah.
You know
I want to
what
be
I'm
labeled too.
Okay,
Yep,
that's
with my
you.
name.
Some guys
Love
don't
it.
want to
Yeah.
Wait, so who's buying the Cuban though?
be. I buy the Cuban, you buy the ring.
You'll buy the Cuban?
Yeah, why not?
After you propose to me,
After
you propose
I
to
will.
me.
You got me on the
Absolutely.
Cuban?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say
That's
less.
what's up. Say
And my
less.
want a
name's on it.
Cuban.
Yeah.
I'll rock around with my Cuban, my
want a
girl's
Cuban,
name on
for
it. I'm
sure.
feeling
That's
that.
so cute.
That is cute. I feel like no man has ever said that. I feel like this is clever.
That's
Switching it
actually
up.
good.
All
Yeah.
right. That's what I'm talking about.
Would you tattoo a girl's name on you?
Hell no.
Never.
I was just watching a Black TV interview with Nelly Chopper, and he had his girl's name tatted on the back of his neck, and he has it covered up. And he's talking about, I was young. It wasn't that bad of a decision. I'm like, bruh, you got it covered up.
Yeah.
You clearly regret it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a smart decision. You could do initials, maybe. Something
Not
real
either.
discreet, but
How come?
Not
I
even.
don't know.
you would do it? Okay.
Like
I
your
do
man?
initials. I do
Yeah.
initials.
No.
Initial, not
if
a.
you're like the father
not
of
the
my
name.
kids, it's different.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
If
She's
you're
a
like,
like woman of my
yeah, like once like I got a child with you,
Yeah.
that's a different story. Like you are a piece of me now,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah,
But if
yeah.
like I'm just like with you, no.
So
I agree.
where would you tap?
Oh, see, it wouldn't be visible.
No,
though.
no.
Like where?
Like, I don't like mid back. Can you see the
Back?
mid back?
Bottom of my foot.
Like somewhere you
God.
like only he could probably see like maybe like under. I don't know. Somewhere that probably
Like
you'd
under
only
your
see.
tit
Yeah,
kind
like
of
it's
thing,
they
yeah.
could hide it. Like it's
Yeah.
not gonna be like
But why you
on
hiding
my
it?
Yeah,
neck.
but why are you? Yeah, why are you
No,
hiding it?
because I'd only get it
It's still
for
on your
him, so
body.
only he has
Yeah.
to see it. It's not for like the world to see. Like if he requests that of me, I'm like, and I want to do like, yeah, but okay, this is for you. It's not like for me to walk around now.
Yeah.
Devon, like no,
yeah.
absolutely not.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Huh. Well, I don't know. Will you do it?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm not tatting no girl. You know? My mom's name, yeah, I'll tat that.
Yeah,
That's the first tat you should get as a guy, I think.
Something to your
mom's
mom?
name. Yeah.
I
Just
have
so
my
you don't
mom's
get in
name.
trouble, because if you get it really young or something, what is she
like,
gonna
but
say?
It's your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your name. You know.
Oh my god, my brother did that.
Yeah, I did that too.
He got my mom's whole wedding, like how she looked on her wedding day, like a whole
Ooh.
picture of her on his
Oh,
arm.
yeah.
She was so
Oh.
pissed. She was still pissed though.
She was still mad?
because she's like, I did it for your birthday. She's like, that's not a goddamn birthday gift. It's something you wrap in a box and you bring to people. She's Jamaican, so she's like, no, what the hell? That's not a gift. And
She
she
wasn't
knew like
having it.
you just wanted to get this was not about me.
Yeah.
Which it was just about him. It had nothing to do with her.
That's fine. I respect it.
I respect it. Shit. Okay. Well, yeah. You guys have any other questions for them, or I think we asked.
Yeah,
pretty
no,
much.
we got
Yeah,
all
we
of
covered our list. You guys have any last words before you exit the Players Play chambers?
No.
No.
No?
Okay.
I feel you.
I mean, nah. I mean, no real words. I mean, a lot of people that are watching this are like entrepreneurs, right? So I would say like, you know,
Yeah. Some
I
of
feel
them.
like a lot of people who are watching this have dreams to do more, right? Whether it's through entrepreneurship or like whatever else. So like, the only thing I would say is just keep going, right? Shit gets tough, you know. Shit gets tough for everyone, but just like keep going, stay in there, and it's just like, yeah. At the end of the day, like if you stay in there long enough, then you'll be good.
and invest and pay to play.
Pay to play.
Anything you put your mind into, you gotta put up money to.
Buy courses,
Yeah.
buy whatever, you know.
support
Invest
other
in
people.
yourself.
Support other people.
Yeah.
You know,
And if people aren't
repost.
supporting you, it is okay to cut them off.
Facts. And don't hate on your entrepreneur
Okay.
friends or your friends
No.
doing different shit.
No.
Yeah.
Don't hate on those. If
Why?
your friend starts a
Yes.
YouTube channel,
Yeah.
don't hate on them.
Yeah.
Just go watch it. Go watch the
Just
video.
share it,
And
like
Share
it.
something.
Something.
What do you guys feel about the aggressive supporting?
What
Like
is that?
I said it wrong. Like when people like spam you and they're like, go like and comment right now, and they said it to a whole bunch of people. How do you guys feel about that?
I love that.
Like,
I feel like you should hustle any way you need to, but I feel like if your content's good, it'll speak for itself.
But what about? I agree with that. But what about when they're like, okay, all my real ones, make sure you
that's
comment and like. If you don't like, then you're not a real
that's
one.
just like expecting. Yeah, like
That's but it's fast.
Yeah,
Like fashion
that
over.
annoys me a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, especially if we're not like
You're
cool
doing
at
the
all.
most. You're
Yeah.
doing
And
the
I'm
most.
getting random like aggressive spamming.
And threatening you.
That's
And
like,
just-
it'd be like,
That's
yeah,
just
yo, you're not answering, and like they're unfollowing like off of that.
If you don't know them, that's different. But
Yeah.
I mean, Fashion Nova spams the shit out of me.
bro, the text
Yeah?
messages on
They
my phone.
text you. They're gonna
Yeah.
start calling soon. Like no, they're about to start calling. They
Probably.
text you 5 times a day. They'll email you 5. Like they're doing well. Like that's like you need to like. And I'm not gonna unsubscribe. Like
No.
as much as
I
I'm
literally
annoyed,
subscribed
I'm not unsubscribing.
Fair. So you're saying you gotta be a little determined. And,
I feel like yeah, because Fashion Nova is doing very. I feel like they're like one of the number one companies right now.
Yeah.
Selling,
I agree.
outdoor stuff.
Like you
I feel
shouldn't.
like-
Yeah, go on.
No, you go.
You go. It's okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, I feel like you got to push the bar with whatever you're doing in a sense. But I like what you said, where content and whatever good product you have speaks
exactly.
for
If
itself.
it's a product, if it's a YouTube video, if it's a picture, it's gonna speak for itself. You just got to give it time and stay consistent, right?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Consistency, honestly. Look at that, like those small business TikTok things. Like, post your little videos. Post.
For real.
If your friends are getting annoyed by you posting, they're not your friends.
Facts.
They're not your friends. I'll tell you
Big
that right
facts.
now. I starting my shit, bro. I lost a lot of people because I was like, you can't buy one little product. I've given you the whole world.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, no problem. You don't deserve me when I'm gonna hit my whole all-time success. You can't support me when I'm like this.
Exactly.
Absolutely not. So don't be scared to like really like grind. It's okay to like hermit yourself. Go into like that little, close your little ball.
But don't post you're going ghost. We don't need to
I
know.
don't care that you're going
We do
ghost. You're
not
not
need
going
to
ghost
know.
if you're posting you're going ghost.
That is ridiculous.
Exactly.
That is so ridiculous. People
I'm
do that,
tired of people doing that.
I will just delete you. I won't even know when you come back.
like
That's like,
your back cool didn't even
Like, what do
notice
you
things.
like?
It's
Just
okay.
go ghost.
just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, real shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, appreciate you guys coming.
Thanks
you
for
know, I'm
having
glad we
us.
can make this happen. I know you guys are busy entrepreneurs. And any entrepreneurs out there, just keep hustling, keep grinding, pay to play, and players play.
For real.